Hi, my name is Elisabeth Alderks. I teach in the Norwegian department here at St. Olaf College, and I welcome you to take a course I am teaching this spring in the history department. It is called, in their own words, Literature by Immigrants in Minnesota. That's History 271. In this course, we're going to be looking at literature written by immigrants, migrants, and refugees who come to Minnesota and narrate their experiences through creative works. So we're talking novels, fiction, poetry, and creative nonfiction, or essays. So we'll start out the course by looking at the experiences of and literature from immigrants, Scandinavian immigrants coming to Minnesota in the 1880s to 1920s. We'll start out by reading Ole Rolvag's Giants in the Earth. Again, our library is named after Ole Rolvag, who is a professor here at St. Olaf as well. And we'll consider how the historical context in which he was writing might have shaped his view of the immigrant experience as well. We'll also work with the college archives and NAHA, the Norwegian American Historical Association, which is housed here at St. Olaf, to look at some of the primary documents, letters back home, to help contextualize both Rolvag's work and the experiences of Scandinavian and Nordic immigrants in Minnesota. In the second half of the course, we'll turn to literature written by folks arriving from other places around the world, from Mexico, Central and Latin America, from Laos, from Vietnam, from Somalia, and other places to help understand how the immigrant experience in Minnesota has changed in the intervening 100 years since Rolvag wrote, and to consider what are the unique challenges faced by different immigrant groups writing about life in Minnesota. What sorts of barriers are they facing? What sorts of joys do they have in their new home here in Minnesota? We'll also work with a couple of groups that support immigrants, migrants, and refugees, both in Minneapolis and St. Paul, and more locally in Northfield, to consider how Minnesotans who've been here for several generations might fully support recent arrivals. And finally, one of the overriding questions that I would like us to consider is how can we look, or how does fiction or creative works, more broadly speaking, provide an important platform for refugees, migrants, and immigrants to record and share their experiences. In other words, why is a novel an important means of communicating rather than just creating a memoir or a work of nonfiction? I think all of those modes of communication are important, but what is it about creative nonfiction and poetry and novels that helps us as readers more fully grasp the immigrant experience? Or do we miss something when we are looking at fiction exclusively? So again, History 271 in their own words. I would love to see you in class. If you've got any questions, feel free to swing by my office or to send me an email. I would be glad to talk with you about the course. Hope to see you this spring.